It was a glorious Tuesday morning of 13th July 1948 when a bouncing baby girl was born to the family of Prince Jacob Adelusi Adeyokunu and Mrs. Felicia Moronfola Adeyokunu. That was a very memorable day. A day of joy, particularly after the couple had suffered the loss of 2 children earlier in quick succession. On the 8th day, in line with Christian practice, the bundle of joy was named Foluke Adenike Oluwaseun Adeyokunu. This marked the beginning of a life programmed by God to be infinitely impactful. Young and adventurous Pastor Enoch Adeboye, fondly called Daddy Gio, grew up like the everyday man of his time. He dated many girls, but the choice for marriage was narrowed down to Folu, the one woman he has loved for over 50 years and counting.
Foluke, of all the ladies I know, you are the most priceless. You are invaluable. You are special. You are the one my heart yearns for. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Folu.
Yes, Bami.
Ọmọkùnrin kí o sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ fún mi. Are you sure you love him?
Yes, Bami. I love him.
Kí o rí lára rẹ̀ gan. What do you see in him that makes you love him?
Bami. His humility drew me close to him. He is very down to earth and simple. Bami. He does not have it all. Yet, he has it all. He does not know it all. Yet, he knows it all. He is the type of man I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Folu decided to marry at the tender age of 19. She had other suitors, but her union to Adejare could at best be described as God ordained. Enoch was somewhat rascally as a youth, with a string of girlfriends to whom he gave different dates for his birthday, and for which he collected gifts on such dates. But God had his eyes on him, and so would not let him stray too far.
Many believed that Daddy was not the best for a young, promising princess. Considering his background as a young mathematics teacher from a lowly Ifewara village. It was a very small village then. So, and if you know the mentality of Ijesha princes and princesses, it is always considered, how can our daughter go and marry an unknown person from that lowly place?
Yeah.
But she was adamant, and she was able to get Papa behind her, and that changed the game. Otherwise, there were better, more promising suitors from Elisha that many would have preferred. But because God had his plans,
Yes.
God allowed the marriage to go through, and today everybody is happy about it.
It was clear from inception that having a crowded home was not alien to Mommy Gio, that she now has to lead a church with almost the second largest population on earth, apart from the Catholic Church, of course, along with her husband, should not be strange to her. As we shall see, when she even got married, rather than the crowd at the home front thinning out, it increased. All these served as a prelude to having to cope with great crowds that the Adeboyes have the privilege to minister the gospel to today.
The inaugural edition of Horizon 2033 in Manhattan, New York opens with guests from all walks of life coming together to celebrate the vision of this initiative. It begins with the unveiling of the new brand visual.
The new brand visual, you say, is not just a design. It is a representation of our spirit. It symbolizes the boundless energy and determination that fuels our mission to drive positive change worldwide.
The visionary, Pastor Mrs. Foluke Adeboye, explains the inspiration behind Horizon 2033, connecting it to the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations.
Horizon 2033 aims to impact 100 million lives in Africa and globally by 2033.
Africa is a great nation, is the giant of nations. But this is the way to start. The partnership will get from here. And I was discussing with my parents in the Lord this morning before we entered the room. I said, I don't want to build any building. I just want to invest in lives. And I think with the Renewed Hope initiative we started is one life at a time. And life is very, very important. Buildings will crumble, but as long as you have blood flowing in your veins, you keep going.
There's nowhere I have lived that Mommy had not known and visited. Mommy will, as busy as she is, she will visit you. She will create, and she knows your birthdays. You don't need to remind Mommy about your birthday, and every birthday comes with a gift. You can't believe it. Up to now, Mommy still send birthday cakes. Up to now, she sends birthday cakes, cards, money, clothing. Every year, Mommy will send clothing to all our siblings. I remember my sister's birthday a little over 2 years ago. It came up at a time the entire family was grieving because the issue of Pastor Daddy had just happened not long. So it wasn't a time for celebration. Just 2-3 months thereafter. So I wasn't in the mood for any celebration. But Mommy not only encouraged me, she had time to get the clothes I will wear for that day, get it sold, and delivered to me. To make sure there are many. Acts of generosity are many from when you were young till we look for you wherever you are, send you money within our capacity. Mommy and that's to all, not just, I can count the number of people to me and to people that I know. We can't be mentioning all of them there because some families will be jealous if they hear the extent of benevolence we have enjoyed from Mommy, and we are still enjoying. She's a very kind-hearted woman. Yeah, Mommy is a very firm disciplinarian. As a young boy, our love overwhelmed that area. I didn't notice that area as a very young boy because of the huge gap between us. By the time we were already getting to the age you can be whipped, Mommy was already getting married. I find myself in the ministry, working also closely with the authority, and then I have my own dose of it. If someone gets to mommy ahead of you to report you, they are already guilty until you prove yourself otherwise. I used to think I was the only one until Pastor Bayo shared his own experience with me. Anytime we send for him, he will first go and do prayer. I don't know, maybe someone has reported me again.
Indeed, we have seen the workings of God in a vessel admired by all who come in contact with her. Today, RCCG United Kingdom celebrates a woman of dignity, a woman of true honor, a woman that has gone places and that is still going places on her 75th birthday, and we call her blessed. Her husband calls her blessed. Let somebody shout hallelujah.